We all love to go to Sunday brunch, but how about a Sunday brunch with the city's finest French chefs and endless glasses of Moët Chandon champagne? Today, Dining Chicago visits La Vitale Club at the Ritz-Carlton as they celebrate their 10th anniversary. Chicago's French chefs, representing their restaurants and their regions, put on a stellar brunch to raise money for the culinary school at Kendall College.
No, this isn't lunch, it's their ice sculpture. And we're with Jean-Pierre, who's the president of the association. You're also chef and food and beverage director at the Nico Hotel. Thank you.
That's right. Well, today we got a big event. You know, this is the Vatel Club that's putting our 5th anniversary.
The 10th annual?
And the 10th anniversary of the club today.
The purpose of the association is to?
It is to raise some money for Kendall College in order for the students to be able to afford the schools.
Can we have the president and the president-elect and dean, Dr. Madsen of Kendall College. Tell us a little bit about Kendall College, which I know is in Evanston.
Well, Kendall College is in Evanston, Illinois, founded in 1934 by Scandinavian immigrants, and it is a college that serves the students, and we're delighted that the culinary school is able to train so many individuals involved in culinary activities here in Chicago.
We have to thank all of the chefs that participate here, especially you, Jean-Pierre, for helping to organize this. So I, of course, toast with champagne. This is Gabino Sodalino from Ambriano and Grand Cafe. You're cooking foods symbolic of the Bourgogne region. Why don't you just give us a quick description of what that is?
Well, actually, what we serve today in the Fordon Grand Cafe, what is a very bistro type of food, and it's duck legs and red wine with the dauphinoise potato, what is gratin potatoes.
We're with Mary Beth Leccioni from La Francais in Wheeling. What region of France is this served from?
Well, we are representing Arcachon, which is the Atlantic coast near Bordeaux.
What is new and exciting on your menu?
We have a new dish, foie gras with rislé. It's a Napoleon of foie gras. It's wonderful.
Okay. What else are you serving over there?
Ostrich, like everybody else.
Ostrich. Now, tell us about ostrich. It's very lean.
It's very lean.
It tastes somewhat like steak, a little bit, like a.
Looks like steak. In fact, it's even more. It's more red than steak.
Do you make it with champagne at all?
We can make anything with champagne as far as I'm concerned.
Yves from Shaw's Crab House, one of the owners and the chef, is cooking here from the Arcachon region of France. Tell us, what does that food represent?
They opened the shellfish, the oysters, region of France.
So it just shows that that's why Shaw's has all these oysters and the great oyster bar?
Yeah, the great oysters, the oyster bar. You get an oyster rack over there to get the oysters off the ocean.
Now that's an oyster, a lobster net there, or
no? It's an oyster rack. You see, you drag it on the bottom of the ocean, and you get the oysters in a net over there, and you get it back up.
Now, is that what you and Steve and Kevin do in the morning? You run out. Okay. Thank you, Yves. Good to see you. Bye-bye.
All right.
Let's go over and see Joe Ho here.
Are we doing okay over there? You're very close to my heart, you know that. How are you, monsieur?
Good, good. Joe Ho, I hear you talking about your heart.
Yeah.
More, but I know that's connected to your stomach. Now, you're cooking...
My heart is very low.
Very low, very low. He lost his heart years ago. You're cooking from the Alsatian region.
I'm from Alsace, exactly.
What does that mean a little bit?
Alsace, it's a French, it's French, on the French border, or the border from Switzerland and Germany.
Okay.
This means we have a little German influence, or the German have a little Alsatian influence. We don't know exactly where.
So that makes you guys just a little better, or them a little better? Which one?
Alsace were always there.
Okay.
We don't know exactly who was the first, but somebody was the first.
What are you making for us today here?
Today, first we have an onion tart. A good onion pie, like in English, an onion pie, what the people just love.
All right.
Then after that, we have a little duck pâté. We have over here. Also, we have a bacon stew. This takes around 8 or 10 hours to cook.
In all events like this, there's someone that ends up paying more than their fair share. Unselfishly, over the years, that's been by Shefflin and Somerset, the folks from Moët. Well, Bernie Gancher, I want to thank you for doing this.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Tell us about Moët and how you became involved in this event.
I don't know really how much I can tell you about 253 years of history in a very short time, but we have been involved with the chefs, with the gastronomy in different parts of the world, and starting in France a long, long time ago. And this is just a tradition for us in a very dear market to us, which is Chicago. But you could say every market in the US is dear to us because we are the leading champagne, and we have been working, as I mentioned, traditionally with the chefs. If they have stars or not, we have been working with them very closely.
I recently took a tour of your plant in Epernay, and why don't we just cut away for that for 2 seconds, and we'll see what some of the procedures are.
We are just at the entrance of the cellars of Moët-et-Chandon. You see these long galleries which has been dug directly in the chalk in the 17th or 18th century. Even so, here you have some of the tools, the type of tools which has been used in that time, and you see the blocks of chalk which has been extracted from here, which has been used to build the town all around here. And so these galleries, these tunnels, are a great number here because we have something like nowadays 18 miles of cellars. So don't worry, I will not impose you all the 18 miles. You see this wooden cask, for example, which is a gift which has been offered by the great Emperor Napoleon I to his friend Jean-Rémy Moët. One day, coming back from one of his campaigns, he brought back as a gift, as a present. You see, we see the sediments which are inside the bottle, which will feed the wine during years and years. That is a result of the second fermentation, retransformation of sugar in gas and alcohol, and the dead sediments are here. We will have to remove these sediments. Each bottle is turned, moved, shaken in a certain way during about 2 months after they have been aged 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And how it is done, you take the first and the third bottle, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So a pipette, a rack like that is 2 faces of 60 bottles, which makes 120. A good riddler, after 3 years of training, must be able to turn, move, shaken these 120 bottles in less than 2 minutes. It means that a good riddler turns 30, 40, sometimes 50,000 bottles per day. It takes years and years of training, of course, to obtain this speed and so. And after, to be able to recognize a wine only by checking sediments, it takes another 10 years. That are the great experts of the riddling in Champagne.
I want to thank you again for coming with us, and you'll be doing this every year, I hope, for the next 150 years.
It's a tradition, so 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and it's a great group of people, and we just love to be part of it. And we return the favor to them because they're great, great supporters of Moët-et-Chandon.
Well, just like a New Year's Eve in celebration is a tradition, so is Moët and food.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You.